Manchester United really had a season to forget. One of the worst seasons in football in history when it comes to the glory Man United. On top of that, Garnacho gone, Jadon Sancho gone, Marcus Rashford gone. Everyone is gone, bro. Oh, did I mention Anthony? Yeah, he's gone too. They all leaving. But just when you thought to yourself that they had one of the worst summers and season they could, they went and had an unbelievable transfer window. You don't believe me? Check this out. First, they hit the market and they brought in that boy Cunha, right? Yeah, the man from Wolves. They brought in the beast himself that's going to be playing behind the striker, being the creative midfielder. They brought him in. That was the first adjustment they made to their squad. Next, they went for another proven player in the Premier League, someone that's already been successful in this league. They went for my boy Brian. Now, I'm not going to try to say his second name because it's my boy. Let me not even try to because I'm going to butcher it and I'm going to feel bad and y'all are going to make fun of me in the comments. My boy Brian, okay, right winger, already proven in the Premier League, now with Manchester United. And they weren't done there. The news broke this morning as I'm recording this, literally a couple hours ago, where Fob said the here we go for Sesko is nearly complete. They nearly got the striker that Ruben Amorim's wanted and the guy that they seem to really have their eye on. It looks like Sesko's actually been saying no to Newcastle and he prefers to sign for Manchester United, and it looks like they're gonna land their guy. If they get my boy Brian, Cunha, and Sesko all in the same window, this could be one of the most glorious summer windows for Manchester United, especially after a season where they ended 15. Can Sesko, Cunha, and Brian get Manchester United back to the glory days? That's what we find out here today. Now, I want to keep it real with y'all as we're putting this team together. They are heavily linked with Donnarumma as well. That one's not really here we go yet. You feel me? They haven't really said that this is gonna happen, but they are heavily linked with Donnarumma, bro. It's really looking like it could be something that happens. Now, I don't know how the team is gonna line up, but I think it's going to be something looking like this. Unless Bruno Fernandes moves backwards to the center mid, which is highly possible. And then there's that boy Ahmed. It could look like this. Ahmed, Cunha, my boy Brian at the right mid, Mano, Bruno Fernandes holding down the midfield. You got the young left back that they brought in, and then Sesko at the striker position. This is something that is heavily could be a thing going into the season. Also, the preseason game I saw, they went Euro, the center back Heaven, and also De Ligt. That was the back line I saw. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like or how it's gonna play, but I do know that this will most likely be something like the starting 11 they will go into the first game of the season with. I want to try to make my boy Brian an actual right mid. Hopefully it doesn't take 100 weeks and we can get him to play the actual position. Once again, it's gonna take 131 weeks for him to become a right mid. Let me add some trainers real quick and see if this goes faster. I know people have told me that trainers affect this, so I went and put trainers for the midfield and the attackers to see if it would make a big difference, but it still doesn't make a big difference. I'm a little bit in fear of the simple fact that they're probably gonna bench him, and that's gonna make me so freaking sad if it actually happens. Also, I don't know what's gonna happen with Malacia yet, so I'm just gonna leave him here. I don't know if he's left already, if he is leaving. I'm gonna leave him here for now and figure out what's going on there. Now, I want you guys to know this is not my career mode. I don't make the decisions. I'm literally basing this off of what Ruben Amorim I think will do, and I think this is what the team is going to look like going into the season. It's probably their best lineup, if I'm being honest with you. Martinez will probably see playing time, and EA is gonna start Martinez, by the way. They're not gonna start Euro. They're probably gonna go Martinez, De Ligt, and Maguire simply because that's the best 11 or the highest overalls, and they always play the highest overalls. Another thing I do want to tell you guys is, again, Donnarumma's heavily linked with Manchester United, and I wish I could snatch him up right now for the video, but we can't because it's not really, it's just rumored, right? So with that being said, we'll skip preseason. We're gonna go all the way to the opening game of the season, which is against Brighton, and we're gonna watch that one together. All right, here we go. Opening game of the season for Ruben Amorim and Sesko and Cunha and all the boys. If you guys don't know, they won a preseason tournament. I know it's just preseason, so it don't mean absolutely nothing, but they won the preseason tournament here in the America Tour, and they got silverware. You know, again, silverware that doesn't count, but at least it's Manchester United back to winning ways. They're at Old Trafford to kick the season off, going up against Brighton. Always a good team to watch, a fun team to watch play football. With Mano and Bruno Fernandes holding down the midfield, we'll have to see if this is going to be a great season for this team. Brighton has their first opportunity. It's going to be a goal for Brighton. Big save from Onana. And one thing I need to tell you guys is João Pedro is actually here at Brighton. He's no longer there. He's at Chelsea. So the other teams are not sorted yet. So Brighton still has players that are probably, are not going to be there next season. Like I said, João Pedro already at Chelsea, already played the Club World Cup for them and won the Club World Cup with them. They won it, right? Yeah, they did. They won the Club World Cup. So he's not there. So that's things to kind of keep in mind. But here we go, man. Can Manchester United turn it around? Big opportunity for Brighton in the box. Laid off nicely. I think it was offside. They don't call it. It wasn't offside. Onana suffers his first goal of the season. Manchester United starts off losing this game here in Old Trafford, and it's a bad start to the season. Ahmed lays the ball off to Cunha, and Cunha has a chance to counterattack here for Manchester United, but nobody is pushing forward for them. Literally no passes for Cunha. Yeah, I don't even know where he should put the ball. It's a great ball to Sesko. His first chance in the Premier League in the back of the net. His first shot for Manchester United, his first opportunity in the Premier League is a golazo, a golazo, a golazo, a golazo, a golazo. Huge goal, man, huge goal. Manchester United makes it 1-1. Brighton with another chance. Send it to halftime, ref. Onana, oh my goodness, it's off the post. Onana almost got scored on. Brighton had to come back all the way on defense to try to help his team get forward. That's going to be halftime. They need it. Sesko holding on to it nicely. He's all by himself. He takes a shot from distance. It's off the crossbar. Sesko almost scored for Manchester United from downtown. That was an unbelievable shot. Yo, do not let them counter here on y'all, man. Do not let them counter, bro. Again, João Pedro won't be there, so it won't be like this in real life. That's a great ball, though. Opportunity for Brighton. Brian back on defense and gets to it well. Well done, lad. Good chance for Brighton. It's 2-1. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. It was wide open for them. 2-1 to Brighton. Manchester United. Sluggish second half, to be honest with you, man. They had that really good shot from Sesko, but besides that, it wasn't good. Great chance for Brighton. Could have been another one. By the way, Manchester United has one of the hardest starts to the season that we've seen in a long time. They play all the big teams early. Opportunity for Brighton. Should have been 3. It's the 90th minute. Manchester United's going to drop points on the first day. And I don't think that should be a shock to anybody. I don't think this is going to be a season where, yeah, Manchester United had unbelievable summer transfers. I don't think that's going to make them win the league. I think Manchester United could really do a little bit of damage if Ruben could get the boys to play good, get themselves back into the top 10 for sure. But things like this, I think, will still happen even with these amazing signings. They lose game 1. Hopefully they could bounce back going forward. They got Arsenal, they got Swansea City, and they got Chelsea all in the rest of the month. Let's see if they can pick up W's. That was a pretty tough August, I'm not gonna lie. They lose to Brighton 2-1. We watched that game. They lose 3-1 to Arsenal. They then go out of the EFL Cup instantly. Swansea City knocks them out in penalties. Tied 1-1, they go out in penalties. They finally beat a team. They beat Chelsea. It's a man of the match for Brian, but that's their first win of the season, and we must say Brian got man of the match, which means he actually played. So maybe they're actually playing him. Going into September, there's Forest, there's Wolves, there's Spurs. Let's see how they do in September. It needs to be a big month. I am a little bit shocked of how it's going down. Forest wins 1-0. Their goalkeeper gets man of the match. They then beat Wolves. It's another Brian man of the match. That's his second one of the season. Then they beat Spurs and hopefully starting to get into a rhythm as Ahmed gets man of the match. But my boy Sesko, I think it's Sesko. He hasn't gotten a man of the match yet, which is very surprising because I thought he would be the guy kind of dominating for them, and it hasn't really gone down that way yet. Top appearances, right? You got my boy Brian, which means Brian might be starting. He's not starting over Sesko. He's not. Sesko's getting playing time. Cunha's getting playing time. Everybody's getting playing time. Everyone is getting playing time. They're going with Martinez de Ligt at the center back position. We thought that would be the case. Top goal scorer at the club is going to be my boy Brian, then Ahmed, then Cunha, and Sesko with 2. So Sesko's not really getting going yet. Also, top assist guy, Brian. So what a signing for him, bro. This guy's been a beast. 3 goals, 2 assists. Very well done. Martinez with assists, Mount with the assist. Is Mason Mount still there? I think he's still there, right? Mason Mount did not leave. I'm pretty sure Mason Mount's still there. Hopefully he's there. He's there, and I didn't mess up and should have got rid of him. Hopefully he is still there. Ahmed with assists. It's kind of crazy to not see Bruno Fernandes with no assists, and also not to see defenders, you know, with the assists. That's just kind of weird. But hey, it is what it is. The boys are all playing. It's going down the way we thought it would go down, right? It's a tough season. They are in 10th place right now on 9 points. Liverpool are in 7th place. So there's still hope for Manchester United. Going in October, it's a spooky month. They got Man City, they got Crystal Palace, they got the Bees where Brian came from. Man City, I just feel like is going to be an absolute nightmare. As I said, it would be a tough one. It was. Look, there's no confidence in a loss, right? There's no confidence booster or morale booster in a loss. They lost to City, but they only lost 2-1, right? Well, the problem is tying to Crystal Palace. They tied 2-2 to Crystal Palace, and then they bounced back against the Bees, and Bruno Fernandes, remember how I told you he was slipping on his pimp and wasn't really playing good? He bounces back and gets his first player of the month. So October, they get 4 points out of a total of 9. It's not good, lads. That's not good. November, they got Liverpool, they got Everton, they got Leeds. It's going to be, and Burnley as well. It's going to be an interesting November. We want to just hope that they can get at least 9 points. I think that's what they should shoot for. 6 would be amazing. 6 would be good. Amazing would be 9. Let's see if that can happen. We said it and it happened. They got 9 points out of a total of 12. That's a big month in November. They lose to Liverpool. Mo Salah drops man of the match. They then go play Everton, and the center back Euro gets the man of the match. Go on, Euro. Well done, my boy. They go play Leeds United. 3-0 victory right there. It's a Bruno Fernandes man of the match. And finally, lads, in a 3-1 win against Burnley, they're going to pick up a Sesko man of the match. Now, I want you to notice something. In 4 games, they suffered 2 goals. The defense really stepped up. That was huge. And also, they scored, what was it, 6, 7, 8, 9, wait, it was 9, yeah, 9 goals in 4 games. That's really good. That's a great month for Manchester United, and it puts them into 5th place now. That's a really nice bounce back from 15th. They're in 5th place on 22 points. Their title race is 8 points away. I don't think they should be focusing on that. I think they focus on getting back into Europe, whether it's the Champions League or the Europa League. Obviously, your Champions League would be amazing. But this is where they want to be. This is where they want to be, and this is where they are right now. I don't think anybody should be saying, hey, we're going to win the league, we're going to win the league. I think it's baby steps. Hey, if they win the league, even better, right? Even better, but baby steps. Goals. It's my boy Brian with 6. It's my boy Bruno with 6. It's my boy Sesko with only 5. He got to step up a little bit. Cunha with 3. We also need to see more from Cunha as well. Top assist guys. We got Cunha. We got Luke Shaw. Whoa. We got Brian, Martinez, and Mount. Still no Bruno Fernandes here. I thought he would be much more involved in the assist department, but he's not. Regardless, we're going into December. It's the holiday month. No more spooky month. We're into the holiday month, baby. In December, we got Aston Villa, West Ham. This is going to be tough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, 5 games. That's 5 games. How many points do they want here, man? 12? 12 points would be a W here. You got 9 last month. You need more than 9. Let's go. This month definitely hurts. Aston Villa, 2-1 loss. West Ham, 2-0 loss. They then beat Middlesbrough, right? I think I said that right. Sesko, man of the match. Newcastle, they lose 2-1, unfortunately. They then tied 2-2, Sesko, man of the match. And then they beat Fulham with a Bruno Fernandes, man of the match. They were in 5th place. Now they're in 6th place. They dropped down a little bit. That's okay. I don't think that's any reason for anyone to panic. I still think they're in an okay place going into January. Going into January, Sesko looked like he stepped up a lot. Bruno really stepped up. Bruno now has 10 goals. Sesko has 7. Brian has 6. Cunha has 4. But the one thing I do love is that all 3 of the major signings are playing all 20 games. That right there is very important for Manchester United. 4 assists for Brian, 4 assists for Cunha, 3 for Luke Shaw, 1 for Martinez. Bruno Fernandes kind of pulling up on there, but we need more assists from the front guys like Ahmed. We need more assists from those guys up top, man. We really do. With that being said, January is going to be a nail biter for them at this point because they're top 6. They need to get themselves in the top 4. They got the team that's ahead of them in 5th place, which is Chelsea. They also got a Forest game, which they lost to in the last one. They also have Arsenal, who they lost to, Brighton, who they lost to. So 3 teams on this they lost to. Here we go. Let's go January. Man, it wouldn't have been a bad month if they would have won that last game. They go against Forest. They win 1-0. Sesko, man of the match. They go into the cup, right? Where they'll be playing Arsenal in the next round. But they win that 2-0. Sesko, man of the match. They lose 3-2 to Chelsea, but they were in it. They lost 3-0 to Arsenal. They got destroyed. They bounced back with a 2-1 win against Brighton, a team that beat them in the first round. And it's a Brian man of the match. But then they lose the last game of the month. That's where it really falls apart. Going into January, Arsenal, West Ham, Aston Villa, Burnley. Tough one because you really want them to do well in the cup. We'll see how this month goes, and then we'll check out some stats after. Wow, okay. They go to penalties after a 3-3 result against Arsenal, and they win on penalties. They're on to the next round, where they'll be playing Swansea City. But then they lose to West Ham 2-1. They lose to Aston Villa 2-1. They bounce back and beat Burnley with an Ahmed, man of the match. And now with Swansea City on the last day of the month, they are going to go in the 5th round. Mason Mount, man of the match, to the next round. Next round of the FA Cup, they are still alive. Congratulations to them. They got Liverpool, the Bees, and Fulham in March, but it's been a real disaster. They were in 6th place, at one point 5th place, and now they're down to 9th place. Can they bounce back from this? I mean, the answer is yes. Is it possible? It's starting to get ugly. West Ham has 45 points. They would have to be almost perfect to end off the rest of the season for them to really get into a European spot, right? And at this point, you're hoping for the Europa League at this point. Stat-wise, we got top goal scorer, Sesko with 13, 11 for Bruno, 8 for Brian, Cunha with 6. Top assist guy here at the club is going to be Brian, Mason Mount, Cunha, Luke Shaw, Sesko. If I'm being honest with y'all, lads, I think Manchester United's little downfall that's happening right now is simply because they're not passing the ball well. I don't know how y'all feel about what I'm saying. The goals from Sesko, from Bruno, they're there. The goals are there. The problem is the team seems to not be playing togetherness, right? I don't even know, is that a word? They seem to not be playing as a unit, which is causing them to lose games and not score enough goals. They lose now 3-2 to Liverpool. They're just not... to be a good team, you need a lot of assists, and it just feels like, you know, your top assist guys are center backs and left backs and right backs, and that's just not good. That's just not a good look. 3-3 tie right here again, and now they're into the FA Cup. They're going against Hull City. This is a big one because they can go deep into the FA Cup. This could be a big one. Please don't go out right here. Bruno Fernandes, man of the match, 2-1 victory. They're advancing in the FA Cup, unless it's a double leg. I'm not sure about that. Rare sighting, to be honest with you. Very rare sighting. Fulham win at the end of the month, and it's a Cunha man of the match. That's very, very rare for them. But once again, in 3 games, they took 4 points. It's not good enough if you want to get into European football. Going into April, lads, they're going to be playing at Wembley Stadium. This is the semifinals, I believe, and they're going up against Spurs to see if they can make the final of the FA Cup. They got Spurs back-to-back league and in the cup. Month of April is going to be a juicer for Manchester United. Here we go. Wow. They beat Leeds United, Bruno, man of the match. They beat Everton, Maino, man of the match. They lose to Spurs in the league 4-3. Who cares, though? Because they bounced back with a Sesko man of the match and beat Spurs, which means they're going to the final of the FA Cup against Man City at Wembley Stadium. Let's get to that game right now so we can watch it together and see what the heck happens. I hope Manchester United can get a dub here and get some silverware under my boy Ruben Amorim, because in the league it's going bad. They just took another loss, and against Newcastle, I would imagine if I had to put some money on, it's gonna be a loss. It's a loss. Yeah, it's a 4-2 loss. Hey, they do beat Wolves. I don't know who got man of the match, but they do beat Wolves, and we are officially here with 2 games left in the season. I mean, all eggs are really in this basket right here, because I don't even know if they're in the top 10 anymore. I would imagine they're not. They're in 9th. They're in the top 10, but that's pretty much where they're gonna stay. Maybe even out of top 10. That's probably where they're gonna stay, y'all. This is huge. They're playing for silverware. They're going up against Man City. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. If they start getting destroyed, I'm not watching the rest, bro. I'm not here to watch a team get battered. Okay, I'm not here for that. We are not here for that, bro. Here we go. Big, huge game right here, lads. Big, huge game. Let's jump into it. City, Manchester United, Wembley Stadium, FA Cup final. Everything on the line for some silverware. Ruben Amorim got his boys here. Let's see if it could work out in his favor. Manchester United starting bright again. They did this against Brighton when we watched as well. They always start really bright, but they don't take their chances early, and then bad things happen. Good ball whipped into the back post. It's headed right to my boy Ederson. By the way, Man City has Gavi. You heard that right. Man City has Gavi. Pep Guardiola used his Barcelona influence to pull Gavi to Man City. Gavi is officially Man City's midfielder. Nico takes the shot. Good save. Come on, boys. Big chance here for Ahmed. He tried to get the Sesko. He couldn't. Here's Cunha. A shot from Cunha. It's a big save from Ederson. He put his foot behind that one. Great shot 21 minutes in. Go on, Brian. Barbecue chicken. He left that dude in the back. He cooked him. Lay that ball into Ahmed right there. Okay, he doesn't want to use Ahmed. That's crazy. He finds him now. Ahmed shoots. Save Ederson. Wow, what a save. Ahmed, you maybe could have found Sesko, man. Sesko, he was wide open, I think. Ball whipped in from Bruno, back post. Sesko's there. He heads it. Ederson with a monstrous save. 29 minutes in. Honestly, Manchester United probably could be up 1-0. Comes Gavi. Big opportunity. Laid into, what a pass from Gavi. Like we talked about it. I literally have been saying it the entire game. Manchester United creates opportunities for nothing because the other team goes down the first shot and scores. It's just the way it's been going for Manchester United this season, bro. They're going to lose their first opportunity at silverware simply because they can't score. Big chance here. It's Bruno. It's Bruno. Ederson with another monstrous save. Bruno Fernandes usually don't miss from there, but he did this time. That, my friends, I thought he was scoring. I really thought he was scoring there, y'all. Bruno Fernandes with a chance here. He could have laid it into Sesko. He didn't. That's the second time we've seen Sesko open and not get the ball. That's crazy. Marmoush. That one goes wide. 87th minute. It's been all Man City. I think Manchester United just wasted all the gas they had left, y'all. That's going to be the season. The season's going to end like that. That's tough. That's a tough way for the season to end. Game over. Season over. Manchester United lose the final 1-0 to Man City, their biggest rivals. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Now, I got to be real with y'all. Even with the way this all went down this season, we're going to check stats in a minute. We got to go through these last 2 games of the season. I still believe Manchester United in real life, not based off of EA Sports, had an unbelievable transfer window if they actually get this Sesko kid. I think their future is extremely bright, and I think the board is doing right by Ruben Amorim. They're allowing him to build. They're allowing him to build the team the way he wants the team. And if he doesn't want a player, they're letting the player go. Whether your name is Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're building a team for Ruben Amorim. And I know this career mode didn't go the way of Manchester United, but I truly have faith. Now, I know they went from 15th to 8th, and it's kind of a success, but at one point, they were in 5th place, and they really had an opportunity to do something. Arsenal wins the league for the first time in a long time. Liverpool comes in 2nd. But at the end of the day, this is all focusing on Manchester United. And it's not that they had a bad season. It's that they just didn't get the assists that they needed to be able to make it happen. That's the truth. Top goal scorer, Bruno, 22. Sesko with 21. That's really good. 12 for my boy, Brian. Ahmed with 7. Cunha with 7. But look at the assists, y'all. Outside of Brian with 9, 6, 5, 4, and it starts to become left backs and defenders, and I think you need more from your front guys. At the end of the day, it was a fantastic season for Cunha. It was a fantastic season for Ahmed and for Cunha and Sesko and Brian. They did really well, but they came up short in the final. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Manchester United fans, let me know what you think about these signings if the Sesko one actually lands. This is awesome. Awesome team they're putting together, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all soon, man.